Hey everyone, I hope everyone has been well. There's been a lot going on in the past 2 weeks. Of course, Canon announced the release of the EOS R6 and the R5, and I'm super excited about both of those cameras. And even though I knew that the R5 was not really a practical camera for me, it took me a couple of days of really talking myself out of pre-ordering that camera. But I did do the smart thing and I stuck with the R6. So the only thing I was kind of bummed about was with the R6 was that it doesn't record in all-eye, which really helps with the post-editing process, but it wasn't really that big of a deal to me just because I still plan on using my external Atomos recorder. So and what's the other thing? Oh yeah, it's kind of a bummer that you can't record RAW internally. I wasn't really expecting to at that price point, but I am hoping that just like they did with the Nikon Z6 and Z7, I believe, I'm hoping that Canon will allow you to record RAW using an external monitor like the Atomos Ninja. So we'll see if that happens, hopefully. And I can't wait to get my hands on that camera. I am selling my X-T30 along with the Fuji lenses, just because, like I said, I'd rather have that consistency between my two Canon cameras to help with the editing process. So for this video, I wanted to showcase my first personal project, which is just a short trail running video. I wanted to see how creative I could get with my first short video, but also I was learning how to use my equipment like the Ronin S. I had received the Ronin S just a day before I actually started shooting the trail running video, so I was still getting to know how to use it. And even though the Canon EOS R I've had it for a little bit, it's still relatively new. It usually takes me like 1 to 2 years to really get to know a camera. So shooting a video has kind of expedited that process of really getting to know how to use my camera. So that was good. It just, took a little bit of time. So that was definitely a benefit from doing this. And what else? Oh yeah, so for the post-editing, I actually started to learn how to use Adobe Premiere from scratch. Previously, I had been using Final Cut for some of my YouTube videos, but I figured it would be good to kind of diversify and get to know some of the other editing programs, and I know Premiere is a big one. So the reason I haven't been posting as many YouTube videos again is because I've been super busy with two main projects. So the first was my personal short video, and for the second project I'm doing these virtual school tours for Shepherd Pratt. So for a few of their schools, I'll be showcasing the the highlights of the school and also some of the team members in each of the different departments. So projects like that, I'm learning, are really time consuming, just because if you're in charge of doing the audio, filming, editing, and all of that good stuff, it takes time. So hopefully with my next 2 schools that I do, I'll be able to work a little bit faster just because I'm used to the process. So I'll save that for a different video though. So for this video, I just want to show you guys my final product for my first personal project. So the majority of this video was shot on the Canon EOS R internally, so it's all 8-bit. Initially, I wanted to make sure that I was recording on the Atomos to get 10-bit for the whole video, but I realized that it was more practical just to be able to move around more, just because it was a video about trail running. So I ditched the external recorder and decided just to record in 8-bit with the Canon EOS R, and I really like how it turned out. I can't really notice a degradation in the color space or quality of the video, so for me it wasn't really like a big hit for quality. I did use the Ronin S to move around with the runner a lot, and there was one shot where I used a drone just to get an aerial view of the runner. So here is my first short video. All right, so that was it. Please let me know what you guys think of the video. I'd love feedback. Like I said, I really want to kind of include you guys in on my process for getting into this industry. So any feedback helps. I would say that the hardest part for filming a short video like this was making sure that the color between each scene was consistent. So, you know, in my next video, I'll probably utilize some kind of color checker just to make the process a little bit easier, but it was definitely more difficult to kind of eye it out between each scene when I was editing. So I definitely think I'll use a color checker for my next project. The other big thing that I learned about doing this short video was that I had to be flexible in the end result and what I decided to film. Prior to actually shooting the video, you know, I laid out all of my scenes and I had this vision inside my head of what everything was going to look like. But when you actually get out there to film, the light is changing really fast just because the sun is rising. So due to time constraints, you know, you have to be flexible because what you imagine for certain scenes is sometimes not really realistic when you are working in a certain time frame. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, let me know below, and please subscribe to help me out in growing this channel and also providing you with more content. See ya.